Hi everyone, so the shed is coming today and I'm really excited. So we've just got the guinea pigs out in this run on the grass and their hutch is here too. This just means that they're out of the way of everything that's going on and they're not going to get stood on or anything, which I was very worried about. So yeah, I'm much happier now that they're out of the way and completely safe. So they've got their hutch, as I said, and then they're just grazing on the grass. So I think they're quite content at the moment, just doing that. And over here is where we're up to. So we've taken these double doors off already, and this is what the area's looking like now. It's very open and everything, obviously because there's no doors, so it looks like loads bigger. So the shed's going here, as you know, and yeah. So that's where we're up to, and we're just waiting for them to arrive now. I went to IKEA yesterday and picked up this. Now I thought this would be a great hay rack for the guinea pigs, and that's how it's going to look once it's built, so I thought it would be really cool, and then they could like get the hay out of these gaps, and I thought it would work really well. So yeah, that's the name of it in case you're interested, and I'm just going to get on with building this now. I've finished building it now and this is what it looks like. I'm really happy with it actually because there is like so much room in there for loads and loads of hay. Today is Sunday and the plan was to get the shed put up on Friday, and the company came and they started unloading parts of the shed, and then they got the base out, and then they realised that there wasn't enough room to put the shed up, and we had done all the measurements but we only measured like the interior size. We didn't like measure the outside space that it would take up, and we didn't realise how much of an overhang there would be on the roof. So unfortunately the shed has not been put up yet. They're coming back on Tuesday to do it, but what we have to do in the meantime is take down part of the enclosure, which is a real shame, but it's only a small amount of space, and they will have a lot more space when the shed comes, so they're not going to lose out on any space when they have that shed. It's just like, it's a shame that we have to do all this work just to give them enough space to put the shed up. So yeah, it's quite annoying, but I'm sure everything will get sorted, and I will be vlogging again on Tuesday so you can get to see everything. I've just cut up some carrots for the guinea pigs, and I've like put holes in them like so, in each of them, and I'm going to tie string to all of them and then hang it from like the branches on the tree so they can like work for their food a bit. So this should be quite interesting to watch. So as you can see, I have just tied the string onto the branches and tied the carrots onto the ends, and it's really funny watching them get the carrots, and yeah, I think it's just really cute. So these last few days I have been really busy cleaning out Pingu's tank and also the gerbils enclosure. So I will start off by showing you Pingu's tank. Now I think both of these I haven't cleaned out for well I have now, but before I cleaned them out it was about 3 months ago that I last did it. So yeah, that lasted a long time, and personally I think it's much better to do it that way because it's a lot less stressful. If you're cleaning it out like every week, that's a lot of stress for them. If you have a large enough enclosure and enough bedding, it really doesn't need changing often. And the sand baths are great because they tend to use them as like litter trays, so it works really well with keeping it clean, and it just doesn't need doing often. It's much better, I think, and yeah, I prefer it. And the good thing is that they don't really smell at all. Like, I waited that long and I could barely smell anything. Like, that's really good. So I will show you what's in his tank. So here he has his 11-inch Trixie wheel. Then there is another wheel, and this is a wooden wheel turned on its side, and then I filled it with sand, so it's like a sand bath, and I think it's like really cool. Works really well and he likes it. He's over there now. Hello, Bingo. He's so adorable. I think he's foraging at the moment for some food, because I was scatter feed his food, so he likes to look for that. Yeah, then he has this wooden tunnel with loads of holes in it which he likes to climb through. Then he has some rocks surrounding the sand bath. There is a bit of bogwood here. Here he has his wooden hammock, and here is this grass house which has like a hole in the side so they can use it as a tunnel. Oh, he's so adorable. There's another bit of bogwood here. Hello. Do you think I got a treat? Or I might get him a treat actually. I'll give him some millet because he loves that. There you go. Bless him. He's so adorable. Then there is a cork tunnel here leading into this digging area. I laid up this digging area with wood shavings and hay. So yeah, that's how it looks, and I think it's quite cool. He hasn't used it yet and he's not sleeping down there. He is actually sleeping here behind his wheel. So yeah, that's just like untouched at the moment, but I think he will use it if the weather gets a bit colder. So you can like make a burrow down there. Then there's just a pile of hay and there's a coconut house there. So that's what his tank is looking like. It does have a lid, by the way, if you don't know. I've just taken it off to show you, and the same with this one. So the gerbils have, what I did was I buried loads of tunnels down below and pieces of cork and all sorts of things for them to dig up, and then I like piled loads and loads of wood shavings on top. So that's how deep it is. I mean, they can't dig like a proper burrow with this, but it's the most I can fit in this enclosure because it's not strong enough to hold this much weight. It's not designed to hold this much weight, so that's as much as I can get in, but they seem to really love it. So they have 2 wooden shelves there which they can jump up on. There's a large wooden shelf there. They've got some pine cones here and some wooden chews there, and oh, look at Hazelnut. Hello. Cute. They have a massive pile of hay here, and yeah, as I said, this is just all wood shavings. Normally I use the Megazord, but I didn't have any, so I just used wood shavings, and it seems to work very well for digging tunnels, so I like it. Here is their new sand bath, which I got a few days ago from Pets at Home. This cost me £15, which I guess is quite reasonable for what it is. It's just like one of the starter fish tanks. It's really small for a fish tank, but it works really great as a sand bath, and I can see them when they're in it because I put it right up to the glass. They have this wooden bendy bridge going down there, and their water bottle is attached onto here because there are like no bars or anything, so it's really hard to find something to fasten that to, but it works well there. Hello, little one. Oh, you gonna demonstrate the sand bath? No. So then they have the same wheel as Pingu has, and then you can see down there there's like tunnels and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. They seem to really love it. They're so nosy, they come right up to the camera. I'm sorry if this vlog was a bit disappointing because you were expecting to see the shed and it all set up and everything, but yeah, as I said, I will be vlogging on Tuesday so you can get to see that. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!